Welcome to this guide on Variational Autoencoders, or VAEs. In this video, we are going to break down the architecture of one of the most popular generative models in artificial intelligence. We will look at how they work, from the encoder to the latent space, and finally the decoder. By the end, you will understand exactly how machines can learn to generate new data. So, what exactly is a VAE? At a high level, it is a type of neural network that learns to compress data, like an image, into a small representation, and then reconstruct it back to the original. But unlike standard compression, VAEs learn the probability distribution of the data. This allows them to not just copy images, but to create brand new variations that look similar to the training data. To understand VAEs, we need to compare them to standard autoencoders. A standard autoencoder maps an input to a single, fixed point in space. This is great for compression but bad for generation, because the space between points is undefined. A variational autoencoder, on the other hand, maps an input to a probability cloud or distribution. This creates a continuous space where we can explore and generate smooth variations. Let's look at the first component, the encoder. In a standard network, the encoder would output a single vector of numbers. But in a VAE, the encoder outputs two vectors, a mean vector, represented by mu, and a variance vector, represented by sigma squared. These two vectors describe the shape and location of the probability distribution for that specific input. This output creates what we call the latent space. Instead of a discrete point, our input is now represented as a normal distribution, defined by the mean and standard deviation we just calculated. This essentially teaches the model that the input is not just a single strict value, but a region of possible values. This fuzziness is exactly what allows for creativity in the model. Now we face a technical challenge. We need to sample a point from this distribution to feed into our decoder. However, sampling is a random process, and we cannot train a neural network through a random node because we cannot calculate gradients. The solution is the Reparameterization Trick. We move the randomness to a separate variable, epsilon, and calculate z as the mean plus the standard deviation multiplied by epsilon. This allows us to train the network normally. Once we have our sampled vector z, we pass it to the decoder. The decoder is a neural network that acts as a mirror to the encoder. It takes this compressed latent vector and uses layers, often deconvolutional layers, to upscale it back to the original dimensions. The goal is to produce a reconstruction that is as close to the original input as possible. How does the VAE learn? It uses a special loss function with two parts. First, the reconstruction loss, which checks if the output image looks like the input image. Second, the KL divergence. This ensures that our latent distributions stay close to a standard normal distribution, preventing the model from cheating by memorizing data points and ensuring the latent space remains smooth. Because we forced the latent space to be a continuous distribution, we can now do something magic. We can pick random points in this space, or smoothly glide between 2 points, and the decoder will generate meaningful data. This is how we can take a picture of a face and smoothly morph it into another face, generating new, unique faces along the way. To summarize, the Variational Autoencoder consists of an encoder that compresses data into a probability distribution, a Reparameterization trick that allows for training, and a decoder that reconstructs the data. This architecture balances accurate reconstruction with a smooth, organized latent space, making VAEs a fundamental building block in the world of generative AI.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.